like, and the teacher she wouldn't stop. Went on, had to leave the room.
All right, we're live at the 2017 New York Auto Show, day 2. We are on the show floor right now. And make sure our audio settings are ideal for you, and so you hear us real quick. Yep, we should be good. So you guys should be able to hear us real well. We are walking right now to the Genesis booth, and the Genesis brand, if you know, is going to be the luxury arm of Hyundai. They've got the G80 sedan, the G90 sedan, the G70 sedan is coming. The G70 will be the 3 Series competitor. The G80 is the 5 Series competitor. It's already on sale. It was the Hyundai Genesis. It's been rebranded. And now we have the G90, which is a 7 Series LS competitor, and that is their new long wheelbase to replace the Equus. Now here at the New York Auto Show, we have the new GV80 concept. And it's a concept SUV previewing what we will see in production form in the next 2 years from the brand. So I'm gonna flip the camera around here. All right, there we go. Get it so it's not so hot for you. There we go. So this is the Genesis GV80 concept SUV. Now they're telling us this will be on the market in production form in the next 2 years. This is obviously not exactly what it'll look like, but it's a darn good preview. And the lighting is really hot here, so I'm trying to make it so you can see the detail, but it's turning it a little bluish orange green. It's not orange, bluish green. So this actually is a white, pearl white concept. So it looks, if you're thinking little Bentley Bentayga, you're not wrong. In person, it looks a little Bentley Bentayga. Massive grille that's very wide. 2 slats of LEDs for headlights. Got some venting down there in the grille. On the side, we're running massive 22-inch wheels with Kumo tires. Now these are very show car wheels, show car tires, show car brakes going on right here. And it's gonna get real hot with the lighting up here. So we got some real interesting surface lines here. We've got this strong character line that starts here and goes all the way down, fades in the middle of the door, and then picks up again right there. We've got this strong line that's also right here on the hood, and it runs the length of the vehicle down the side. And then we've got a little sculpting there on the hood right around the Genesis badging. Of course, like any concept, it has mirrors that are actually just cameras. This is a cool detail down here. That's actually a vent that vents air out of the wheel well. That's pretty cool. I'm sure it won't make production, but the sculpting is very nice. It's a nice, and we've got some more sculpting around the line, and this rear end really comes together real nicely here with this dual setup right here. And then you got these door handles that kind of pop out, and I'm not actually sure we'll get them to work, so I'm not going to mess with it. I don't want to break it. Some interesting detailing here in the pillars. It's exposed metal behind glass. Very cool. Of course, that will never make production, but it's cool to look at. In the rear, horizontal LED tail lights, some sculpting right down there in the diffuser, hidden exhaust, can't see it, Genesis badging, Genesis name. In the back, it's basically just all leather with a bag. It's pretty cool with the luggage. Inside, seating for 4. We're not getting this guy's photo, but inside you can see it's a long horizontal dashboard with very strong lines. You've got a screen on the top of the dashboard that basically almost runs the width. We'll wait a second for him to be out. This is very S-Class like steering wheel. These are the buttons on the steering wheel. Everything is leather. Everything is stitched leather that's cross-stitched. And basically you got a pattern going on in here. Gear selector. This is interesting. It's cloth. It's very nice. Gauge cluster is pretty cool. Digital. Looks like it's reconfigurable. Infotainment system. The ceiling is actually really cool as well. You can see this.
I'm over at the Genesis right across from Range Rover.
Moving inside. That Genesis badging. Door. All quilted leather. Now, we're not talking powertrain because I'm sure it has something, maybe, to move it along, but there is no powertrain specs, there's no details. Obviously, there is a twin-turbo V6 in the Genesis lineup that Hyundai developed that is in the G80, G90. There's obviously a naturally aspirated V6. There will be 4 cylinders, so I can imagine this having a naturally aspirated V6. Could obviously have a twin-turbo V6. They also have a V8, so numerous powertrains can go into this. Hyundai's working on fuel cells, plug-in hybrids, electric cars. So the amount of powertrains that can stick in this thing is endless. But this is going to go to production. It will look similar to this, I'm sure. It will probably be called the GV80 because G for the lineup, Genesis, V for vehicle that is of utility. That's versus G sedan. G80 sedan is a G80 sedan, Genesis 80 sedan. The model number 80 is where it stands in the lineup. So this would be like an X5 competitor. If they had a G90, it would be more of an X7 that's coming competitor. GV80 will be an X5 competitor. G for Genesis, V for versatility and vehicle like an SUV, and the 80 is where it stands in the lineup. So it'll be an X5 competitor on sale in the next 2 years. So we're talking by, 2019? They're going to have up to 6 vehicles in the Genesis lineup by 2020, and that will be obviously the next vehicle, the G70, which is the 3 Series competitor. And so that's kind of what we're looking at here. But the bottom line, the biggest intake you need to understand is this really looks like a better-looking Bentayga, frankly. I mean, it looks like a better-looking Bentley Bentayga. The 22s probably aren't going to make production. Probably going to have 20s, 19s, and 21s. But, we've seen some crazy wheels, so 22s might. You can get 22s on the Volvo XC90 right now. And that's kind of where we're at with this. So, no powertrain details. Interior is a preview. Exterior is a preview. And this will be in production in the next 2 years in some form. Obviously, you'll lose some of the concept car-esque features. But for the most part, the styling is what we're looking at. We will be back. The questions are going quickly, and I didn't get to see all of them, so I apologize if I didn't answer enough questions. But we will be back with more. We're going to take a look at the Demon. We're going to take a look at the Navigator. We're going to take a look at a lot more cars. So definitely stay tuned. We'll be back with more soon.